Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a monthly April message for all of the Aquariuses out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Aquarius out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a psychic intuitive and a spiritual essence coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every other week right here on this channel. I want to point out that I now have an Etsy shop, so if you would like your own private personal reading with me, please look down in the description box. Without further ado, Aquarius, let's get into your message. All right, Aquarius, you know the drill. We are going to do a 9-card draw, so let's get shuffling. What information and what insight can you offer Aquarius this month, Spirit? What information and what insight can you offer Aquarius this month? All right, Aquarius, you are starting out at the 8 of Swords. Okay, so a lot of you are feeling very restricted right now. Maybe some of you are really feeling like you're not able to make any moves or any transitions. Some of you are feeling really stuck. And some of you, okay, I want to point out that whatever restrictions or whatever stuck, you know, if you're feeling stuck or you're feeling sort of like you can't move or you can't make a choice, I want you to really first and foremost understand here, Aquarius, that that is all in your mind. Those are illusions. The illusion that you are restricted and that you're not able to, you know, do the things that you really want to do. It's all in your head. It's not real. I feel that your mind makes it real. Your mind makes, it's playing those tricks on you, right? That's why we call them illusions, because it's making you believe that you can't get out of the situation that you're in, or that you can't, you know, move in the direction that you want to go. And I feel that you ultimately need to face that. You need to get out of your own way. You need to really look at things very compassionately. Stop being so hateful towards yourself, or stop sabotaging yourself, and really see things for what they are. See the illusions for what they are, right? The one thing I often get when I see an 8 of Swords is that you fall into victimhood here. And when you fall into victimhood, it really prevents you from taking guided action. Okay, so let's get started here, because I'm already hearing everything that's coming up, Aquarius. So you're starting out at the 8 of Swords. Again, I said this is about a restriction, right? You're feeling very restricted. And I feel that this has a lot to do with experiences that you've experienced from your past. Maybe it's from, you know, the people in your family, or maybe it's, you know, certain specific situations or relationships related to that sort of have kept you sort of inside this particular box and have really prevented you from getting out of the situation that you're in. I really feel that this isn't like a physical restriction. This is more like a mental restriction. And I feel this is about you needing to get out of your head to really see things for what they are, so that you could really move past the illusions that your mind has created here. And I feel that you're being very deceptive with yourself. It's like there's a part of you here, Aquarius, that knows that you're the reason why you can't sort of shift out of this mental block that you have. But at the same time, you're not acknowledging how you're contributing to that. It's like you're trying to be very deceptive and almost lying to yourself about, you know, well, I'm not really the cause for this. The real reason is XYZ, right? So you're trying to push that blame. And I feel that internally your higher self is really reflecting. It's really trying to pinpoint that no, it's not because XYZ, it's because you're choosing this particular situation. You're choosing to stay in this mental block, right? There's something in this mental block that you're getting something out of it. And this is one of the reasons why I became a coach, because I help people see their own blocks, and I help them move past those blockages and remove those barriers. But the one thing is, I help them recognize how they themselves can shift themselves out of those blockages and barriers. Okay, so what is your theme this month? You have the King of Pentacles in reversed here. I feel like I say this to you a lot, Aquarius. I don't know why I feel like I say this to you a lot, and maybe it's because I do, but I feel like whatever mental blocks you're facing has to do with money. It has to do with your sense of financial security, your sense of financial worth. And I feel that, I feel like you're really hindering yourself here from, and I don't really feel that you're really doing the necessary work, nor are you exploring how to get out of that mental blockage, because it's ultimately just creating a lot of disappointment for you. And I feel that this is going to require a lot of internal work. Like, number one, I really feel that, so let me go back to the theme here. There's just so much information here, Aquarius. I'm so sorry. And that's the reason why I feel very, not convoluted, but very dizzy. Like, I'm very lightheaded, and when that happens, it's because they're coming in to filter in all of the information to make it more clear. Like, I'm asking for the clarity. I need the clarity to really just hone in on the message here. Okay, your theme with this King of Pentacles in reversed is really about your sense of value. Okay, I think it stems from your sense of value and your sense of worth. When you have a King of Pentacles really is someone who has all of the resources that he needs. In its upright position, a King of Pentacles can be seen as the person with the Midas touch, right? Everything they touch turns to gold. They have so much knowledge, so much resources available to them that they could accomplish anything, and can often represent a benefactor. But when it's in reverse, this really tells me that this is someone that is coming from a sense of lack or a sense of greed. Okay. But what I'm really feeling is that this is a sense of lack. I feel that it's a sense of lack for the simple fact that you feel so mentally blocked and restricted. It's almost like you're really sitting there saying, I don't know what the mental block is. But at the same time, there's like this small part of you that says you're the reason why. There's something inside of you, like, the reason. I say that because when I'm looking diagonally this way, I have the Eight of Swords with a star and the Ace of Swords. The star is you. You're showing up front and center at the heart of your reading here as the star. And the star really represents this hope, this faith that we all have. And I feel that you haven't really touched, you haven't even grazed your sense of hope or your sense of faith. Where is your faith when it comes to your financial security here, Aquarius? Do you honestly, what are the beliefs that you have associated with being loved, being nurtured, being supported, being guided? What are your beliefs that you have when it comes to being compensated for all of the work that you do? I say that because right here at the heart of your reading, you have the Six of Cups with the star and the Eight of Pentacles. So what this really tells me is that, your hope and your faith truly lies on your beliefs and the things that you feel that you are worthy of, right? And the Six of Cups is really about learning to be compassionate about the experiences that we've had. And because it's in your past, it really makes me wonder, what are the beliefs that you developed at a very young age when it came to financial security, right? Are those beliefs really your beliefs, or do you really need to reevaluate those beliefs? Do you really, believe that you can be, heavily compensated or equally compensated for the amount of effort and work that you put in? But then again, you also have to ask yourself, how much work have you put into removing this energy block that you have with yourself? Are you really focusing on it, or are you just working on it little bit by little bit, right? Like, are you just focusing on it one time and saying, okay, I'm done, and then moving on? Because if that's the case here, Aquarius, what Spirit is really trying to say is that doesn't work. You have to really get to the root of the issue. And with this King of Pentacles, the theme this month for the month of April is really going to be you needing to learn how to be resourceful in times of lack, right? You needing to really look at, how can I have this great immense of faith and this great immense of hope, and knowing that I will be loved, that I will be nurtured, that I will be supported in moments when I feel like I'm not, right? That's really what it's coming to. And also I feel it's really wanting you to really explore, what is your belief when it comes to finances? What is your belief? Like, and I feel when I say that, it's really about, what do you really believe? Like, what are those beliefs? Those are the things that you really need to dive deep down and explore here. Now, what are you accomplishing? You have the Three of Swords here. I feel that what you're accomplishing here is that when you can really dive down deep into the mental blocks, the things that sort of keep you restricted, because I feel that when it comes to money, you are completely restricted here. And you're sort of believing in an illusion. And the illusion is, and this is something that you wholeheartedly believe here, you might not think you believe this, but I want to tell you that this is ultimately what you believe. Somewhere along the line, this could be something that you got from a past life, or maybe from something that you witnessed when you were a lot younger in this lifetime, right? There is a belief that you need to ultimately heal and come to terms with. You need to see the truth in that. You need to see the truth in your own mental blocks. I feel that you're going to only continue to see disappointment when it comes to finances until you resolve that, until you completely heal that. And you need to do whatever it takes for you to do that. Whether you need to seek help and guidance from someone who's a lot smarter than you, who can actually help you with that, whatever that might be. If you need to see maybe a wealth and abundance coach, or maybe you want to see a spiritual coach, whatever it might be, you need to do what you need to do in order to get past this mental block that you have when it comes to financial security and your own worth and your own value. Because no matter what, whenever I see, and in this particular perspective here, Aquarius, I don't really feel this is so much about your financial security as it is about your worth and your value. So it really, the root of the issue has to do with how you view your worth and your value, and the beliefs that you have in relation to that. Now, what do you need to avoid? Okay, you have the Six of Cups here. And I feel that what you're needing to avoid here is avoid staying in the past, right? Understand that the past is the past. We cannot change the past. All we can do is embrace the past and love the past. Be grateful for the experiences that we've had and utilize those experiences to help further us along on our path and in our journey, right? And so I feel that it's really about you looking at your past experiences in a very loving and compassionate way, and really truly allowing yourself to embrace that. Okay. Now, what do you need to embrace? As I mentioned, you're showing up at the heart of your reading here as the Star. I feel that what you're needing to embrace is embrace your own willingness to reach for the things that you want. This is about you doing what is necessary. This is about hope. This is about joy. This is about love. This is about fulfillment. And this is about really healing really, really, really healing here, Aquarius, from all of the things that have disappointed you in the past, that have deceived you, right? How many times when it comes to your own sense of lack of self, of financial security or lack of self-worth or whatever it is, how many times have you been deceived in hopes? Like, you've had that hope, right? You've had hopes, you've had dreams that everything was going to work out and that things were going to, and you had asked for everything that you have asked for. And then guess what? It didn't happen. It didn't show up. How many times have you been disappointed with that, right? But my question to you is, did you really dive deep and explore and do the work? Did you really look into, really looking at it from a higher perspective? Were you really compassionate, or did you just give up? Because if you just gave up, then you're not really doing the work that's required of you. Now, what is the obstacle? You have the Eight of Pentacles here as the obstacle. And I feel that the obstacle here is that, again, you only do so much. And I feel that what the ultimate message here is that you need to become the master of your own finances and your own self-worth. You can't just do little bits of work here and there, Aquarius, and expect to have the answers or the solutions to life or to your blockages. This requires you to constantly dig deeper and dig deeper and dig further. The more that you learn, the deeper you have to go, right? This is about digging for that treasure. This is the reason why when I coach people, I often tell them, this process takes time, it takes consistency, and it takes effort, because what we're doing here is we're digging for gold. We're digging for the treasure. You're going to find the treasure and you'll find bits and pieces. But just when you find one piece doesn't mean that you give up. It doesn't mean that you stop. It means that you keep going, you keep going, you keep going. Yes, you're going to come across a lot of dirt, a lot of grime, a lot of rocks, things that have no value. But eventually, at some point, you will get to that diamond. You'll get to that gold. You'll get to those pieces that have so much worth and so much value. And imagine how accomplished you would feel here, Aquarius, if you continuously did the work and continued to dive a little bit deeper and become the master of yourself. That's really what this is. You are needing to become the master of your own worth, your own value, your own finances, really, really working on you, your craft. Okay. Now, what is the support? You have the Seven of Swords. Now, I normally don't ever look at the Seven of Swords as a support card, but the one thing I keep hearing here with this Seven of Swords is that your support is your intention. What intentions do you really have when it comes to your worth, your value, and your financial security? Because no matter what, right, when you're manifesting something or you're wanting to create something here, Aquarius, your truest intention is what sets the pace, right? Your thoughts, your emotions, intentions come from a place of your emotions, right? The amount of intention that you put into what you are wanting to create truly sets the pace for what you are going to see. So if your intention isn't pure, Spirit is going to reveal that to you. And that is why you continue to be disappointed, because there's a part of you that doesn't truly believe your intention. You can say, I want to be a millionaire all day long. You can say that affirmation, you can write it down, you can do manifestation scripting all day long. But if your intention doesn't come from the heart and it's not something that you agree with, that you're not hopeful with, it doesn't bring you joy, then it isn't going to work. And that's the reason why it keeps, you keep getting disappointed with that. This is where you need to explore the depths of what your intentions are. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to make become a reality, right? You need to agree with it. You need to believe it wholeheartedly. You have to have faith and hope that it's going to become a reality. But how is it making you feel? Because if what you are trying to create isn't vibrationally in alignment with what you're saying or what you're intending, then it isn't going to work. Because the way that spirit and the universe, how it responds is it responds by vibration. It responds by frequency. So if your frequency, okay, when you say, I want to be a millionaire, and the first thing that pops in your head is like, that's going to happen, right? Then that vibration is down here, right? So if you're constantly saying, I want to be a millionaire, but in your mind, you're thinking that's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen, right? Then what happens is this vibration, right? The universe says, oh, well, she wants to be a millionaire, but a millionaire is up here, right? A millionaire, the frequency and the vibration is up here, but it's going to match where you're at. Do you get my drift here? Do you understand what I'm saying, Aquarius? The universe matches the frequency of where you're at. So this is why it's so important that when you want to manifest something, the first question I often ask people when they want to work on manifesting something and they're coming to me for coaching purposes, right? I often ask them, okay, let's explore that a little bit. I always ask them how they feel. How does that make you feel? What is that? How does that make you feel when you say this? Or how does it make you feel when you say that, right? Because for me, it's important for you to get to that emotional vibration. It's about frequency. It's about matching the frequency of what you're desiring. So your support is your intentions. What intentions are you setting for yourself? And are you really clear? Are you really clear and in love with the intentions that you are setting here, Aquarius? Now, what is your action? You have the Knight of Cups. Okay, the Knight of Cups is about loving, nurturing, compassion. It's about being fruitful, right? So again, your action is you need to be so in love with what you are intending and what you are doing in order for you to get that kind of reward, right? And understand that when we feel restricted, right? When we feel like our hands are tied, what really needs to happen is you need to allow yourself to connect inwardly, connect to your intuition, and really ask yourself, what's really going on here? Where am I? Where am I really? Because the moment that you can do that and you can place where you are emotionally is how you are able to actually remove yourself from that situation and shift out of that particular vibration in order to align you with another vibration that is equal to where you are trying to go. Understand, and I think this is where a lot of people get very confused here, Aquarius. When you want to, let's say, when I look at a scale of emotions, right? Every emotion that we have, right, has a particular vibration to it. It has a particular frequency to it, okay? Let's say that happy is all the way up to 10 and sad is to 5, okay? I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that people automatically tell themselves that they have to be at a 10 all the time. That's very unrealistic. The reality is that it's nearly impossible for us to shift that quickly from a 5 to a 10, right? We have to take it in stages, right? Understand that as we go through our day and as we experience things, we fluctuate up and down all the time based on the emotions of where we are, right? What we're experiencing, how we're experiencing things. And so it's important for you to, number one, accept where you are. Accept where you are in the moment that you're in it, right? So when I have people that come to me for coaching and they're like, I'm sad all the time, I'm depressed, that's okay, right? That's where you are. And I teach people, part of my Essence program that I offer is really teaching them to embrace where they are emotionally. And I provide them with tools, right? Tools that they can utilize every single day, reflection questions that they can answer every day to help them. And a lot of these women that go through this 12-week Essence program, what they end up discovering is that as we go through the 12 weeks, they recognize that their sad days get less and less, right? they start really looking forward to, they become excited, they become enthusiastic, and they really start to embrace and see the beauty around them. And they start to see things that they've never seen before, that was always there, but they weren't aware of that because all they were focusing on is what they didn't have, right? And so I slowly teach them how to start accepting where they are and embracing where they are so that they can start seeing the things as they are. They can start seeing their experiences as they are and embracing them and accepting them and understanding that it's okay to be in that state, that we slowly move our way into different states. So for you here, Aquarius, when it comes to this Knight of Cups, your action is you need to do the things. You need to start loving on yourself. You need to start nurturing yourself. You need to start giving to yourself. How are you rewarding yourself for the things that you are accomplishing, right? This isn't about, and this is what I keep hearing here, right? I feel that if you're asking Spirit to continuously show you something, if you're wanting Spirit to constantly, provide you with, let's say that you're asking Spirit to give you a sign, okay? What I really feel that what Spirit's message is here for you is, how are you contributing to that? Because if all you're doing is waiting around for Spirit to fulfill your desires and you're not doing work to help assist with that, then you're not going to see the results that you're wanting, right? Because you have to partner with Spirit. Spirit needs you. You understand that your relationship with Spirit has to be so intertwined that it's like natural. It flows in and out. It just weaves in and out all the time here, Aquarius. And if your relationship, if all you're doing is demanding things from and you're not giving, right? There's not that equal give and take here, and you're not partnering with Spirit, you're going to be very disappointed. Now, what is your advice and your encouragement? You have the Ace of Swords. Now, what Spirit's message here is for you, Aquarius, is that you have a new beginning that is coming for you, right? But I feel that what you ultimately need is you need clarity. Know that you're going to be successful. If you take the initiative, if you see things as they are and you do the work, right? Really dive deep into the work. Whether that's journaling, whether that's exploring, doing some self-exploration questions, whether that's, whatever it might be, you're going to be successful. You're going to see how the blockages, right? You're going to remove those blockages and you're going to have that clarity and you're going to have that deeper understanding, and you're going to know exactly what it is that's preventing you from seeing the success that you're wanting to see, or seeing or you being reciprocated and being rewarded for what you've done and where you are, right? So I want you to first and foremost and understand here, Aquarius, that you're going to be successful. You're going to get past this. But I feel like I just keep repeating the same thing over and over. And I feel like that's because you're not really taking the initiative. I feel like all you're doing is asking Spirit to reveal it to you, and you're not doing any work to try to reveal it to yourself. So let's go ahead and draw an additional card from the Secret Language of Light to see what additional information Spirit has for you here, Aquarius. What additional information and insight do you have for Aquarius? Okay, we got 3 cards. I don't know if I'm going to take all 3, but let's see. Okay. All right, we're going to do the first one that popped out, which is number 19, Transformation here. We are going to read from the book because I do love these cards and I utilize these cards in my coaching. And as I said earlier in the year, I've been guided to use these high frequency cards. So number 19 is transformation. And here is its message. Suffering is optional. You are experiencing an ending. You are feeling a loss as a hole or a void in your life. This empty feeling is a space for something new and better. A new way will reveal itself very soon. Pain is something that happens to all of us, but suffering is a choice. To suffer is to believe thoughts that are not your sole truth. Justifying, analyzing, and rationalizing will separate you further from your soul's wisdom. From this state, you will blame yourself, another, or an event for feeling angry or sad. Focusing on the suffering will only cement the ideology or belief that created it. In other words, you become what you fight against. Now imagine what you can create by focusing on all the beautiful aspects of your life and what you are good at. Focus on where your life is filled with things that make you smile. Change starts with you, and all your desires begin with a dream. Where will you place your focus tomorrow morning? Aquarius, this is your beautiful message. I really feel that this transformation card really speaks to everything that we focused on with the tarot cards that came through for you. I want you to know that feeling restricted and feeling like you're not accomplishing the things that you want, it really is a choice. And it really is going to require work on your part to shift out of that perspective and learn to see the truth of your own situations. So I thank you so much for joining me here, Aquarius, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.